Does God exist? It's a question that has inspired wars, built civilizations, and driven human beings to the far edges of thought. And yet, the answer still isn't clear.
Welcome back to your happy hour.
Today we're diving into a question bigger than any one religion, culture, or belief system. Does God exist? Because when we talk about God, we're not talking about a single universal concept. For some, God is a personal, loving creator. For others, an impersonal force. For many, the idea of God simply doesn't resonate at all. The diversity of human belief is astounding. So, let's begin by looking at some of the most common arguments put forward for the existence of God.
Number 1.
The cosmological argument. Everything that begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist. So, what caused it? Many believe that cause must be outside of space and time, something like God.
Number 2.
The teleological argument. Then there's the argument from design. When we observe the incredible complexity, order, and apparent fine-tuning of the universe, from the precise laws of physics that allow life to exist to the intricate machinery of a single cell, many conclude that such complexity couldn't arise by chance. It points to an intelligent designer, the God.
Number 3.
The ontological argument, the argument from perfection, this one's a bit more philosophical. The ontological argument, famously put forward by Saint Anselm, essentially argues that if we can conceive of a perfect being, then that being must exist because existence is a perfection. If it didn't exist, it wouldn't be truly perfect.
Number 4.
The argument from morality. Where do our innate senses of right and wrong come from? Many argue that universal moral laws aren't just social constructs, but point to an objective moral standard, a moral lawgiver, which is God. If morality is subjective, then why do we universally condemn certain actions?
Number 5.
Personal experience and faith. Finally, for countless individuals, the existence of God isn't about logical proofs, but about personal experience. A profound sense of spiritual connection, answered prayers, a transformative experience, or simply an intuitive sense of a higher power. This is often where faith comes in, believing in something beyond empirical proof. Now let's shift gears and look at some of the common arguments raised against the existence of God, or at least against the traditional conceptions of God. 1. The problem of evil. This is perhaps the most significant challenge to the idea of an all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-good God. If God is truly benevolent and omnipotent, why is there so much suffering, evil, and injustice in the world? Why doesn't God intervene? 2. Lack of empirical evidence. For many, particularly those with a scientific worldview, the biggest hurdle is the lack of empirical, testable evidence for God's existence. If God exists, why is there no direct, observable proof? The universe seems to operate perfectly well according to natural laws, without divine intervention. 3. Inconsistencies in religious texts or multiple gods. With so many religions throughout history, each claiming to have the truth and often contradicting one another, skeptics ask, which one is right? The sheer diversity of religious claims and often the inconsistencies within their own texts can lead to doubt about any single divine claim. The God of the Gaps argument. This argument suggests that as scientific understanding expands, the need for a God to explain natural phenomena shrinks. Historically, God was invoked to explain lightning, disease, or the origin of species. As science provides natural explanations, the gaps where God was placed disappear. Ultimately, the question, does God exist, is a deeply personal journey. For many, belief provides meaning, purpose, and comfort in a chaotic world. It offers a moral compass and a sense of belonging. For others, finding meaning in a godless universe can be incredibly empowering, leading to a focus on human flourishing, scientific discovery, and creating a better world through our own efforts.
Perhaps the very nature of God, if God exists,
Is beyond our finite human comprehension. Can a goldfish truly understand the concept of the internet? Our brains, evolved for survival on Earth, might simply not be equipped to grasp the ultimate nature of reality or a transcendent being.
what do you think?
Have any of these arguments resonated with you? Do you have other perspectives to share? I'd love to hear your thoughts respectfully in the comments section. Let's keep this conversation going, learning from each other's viewpoints. If you found this video thought-provoking, please hit that like button, subscribe for more deep dives, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks so much for watching, and remember, asking the big questions is what makes us human. See you next time.